she's very destructive to religion. She's very destructive to Christianity and very destructive to evangelicals and to the Catholic Church. And she is, let me put it this way, Ben, she is your worst nightmare. Much worse than Biden, and he wasn't so hot. What happened? And my faith took on new meaning on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania, where I was knocked to the ground, essentially, by what seemed like a supernatural hand. And I would like to think that God saved me for a purpose, and that's to make our country greater than ever before. Man, she's very destructive to religion. She's very destructive to Christianity and very destructive to evangelicals and to the Catholic Church. And she is, let me put it this way, Ben, she is your worst nightmare. Much worse than Biden, and he wasn't so hot. But while Kamala says that people who believe in Jesus don't belong to her rallies, you have to remember that that's as loud as it can be. In fact, a lot of people said that would be disqualifying for her. That would be a disqualification. In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus. If Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, the radical left is not going to leave Christians alone. It's going to get worse and worse, and you're going to suffer greatly. They will come after Christians all over the country. Kamala Harris has vowed to abolish the filibuster, letting her pack the Supreme Court, and I even heard as many as 25 justices. The Supreme Court with Marxist radicals, with people that we don't want on the Supreme Court, to rewrite the Constitution and to overrule your values. I think one of the greatest things I've done is the Supreme Court, and also getting over 300 judges appointed throughout our land that have made a tremendous difference. Those 300 judges have made a tremendous difference. She'll flood our country with tens of millions more illegal aliens and make them all citizens, canceling out your voting power forever. Kamala will mandate that every public school in America must promote the idea that children can change their genders, allow men into girls' locker room, and also allow men to play in women's sports. She's going to deal with President Xi of China? I don't think so. I know him very well. He's a very fierce man. Putin, all of these people, I know them all very well. And we'll end up in Third World War because they have no idea. They have no idea. We're not going to have a Third World War, but if they get in, I think that we will have a Third World War out of stupidity, out of absolute stupidity. Think of it. Putin would have never, ever attacked Ukraine if I were president. All of those people that are now dead would not be dead. All of those cities that are knocked to the ground with those magnificent domed towers that are laying on the side, shattered into a million pieces, all of that would be up right now. You take a look at those cities, they've been bombed, there's nothing standing. There's literally not a building standing in many of them. As soon as I take the oath of office, I will stop Kamala Harris' weaponization of law enforcement against Americans of faith. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.